Yo, what is going on, guys? Paul James here, and welcome back to another video today. So in my last video, we went through my lead generation site and the results that I got after 30 days of actually setting the site up. And we went into my call tracking software and we looked at how many leads we got, what those leads would be worth, and we figured out that the lead generation site that I had just built within 30 days was making $700 per month. So I thought it'd be kind of a cool little video demonstration to show you the effect of what lead generation would look like if we would add sort of a compounding effect on it. So here's kind of the scenario of what I want you guys to think about. If you were to decide to get into lead generation and pursue it full time, what if you could build just one site every single month? Now, I know a lot of people out there are ambitious. You could probably build more than that, but I wanna just go on the low end. Like, you watched me go through this process from start to finish, and I didn't spend a whole lot of time on the site, but from start to finish, it took about 30 days to get it to a place where it was making about $700 per month. So what I wanna do is I wanna show you the compounding effects of what it looks like, what you'd be earning every month if you were to just take a very disciplined approach at this entire business model and build just one site every single month. Now, to refresh your memory, or if you're new here, lead generation, what we're doing with these websites is we're building out a generic website. So in my example, I built one out in the town of Cedarburg, and I targeted roofing, and I just called it Cedarburg Roofing Pros. What that allows me to do is when someone comes to my website, when they find it and they call the phone number or they fill out the form on the website, it allows me to take that customer and find a roofer in the area and sell them that lead. Roofers are usually willing to pay like about $50 per lead, but this isn't just, confined to the roofing industry. You could decide to target any industry you want. That's just what I decided to do. So anyways, I've decided to put together some infographics on my phone to illustrate to you the incredible compounding effect of taking a very disciplined approach, building one site every 30 days, and the kind of results that you might be able to get. Now again, these are my results that you saw in the last video, and I'm not saying that you're gonna get the same results or any results at all for that matter, but you saw what I did, and if I were to repeat the process and do the same thing every 30 days, well, let's take a look at what I might be looking at. And if you enjoy this video and you want to see more videos like this, you should just drop below and subscribe and take the bell notification icon, and I will update you with my brand new videos in the future. All right, so month one, we are at $700, obviously, in income. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but let's go on to month two. So we spend the entire month one, we build out a website, we get it making $700 a month. Month two comes, we do the same. So we are now at a monthly income of $1,400 in month two. That's pretty awesome. But what happens when month three comes? So month three comes, we build out 3 of these passive income producing websites, and we are at $2,100. So within 3 months of staying disciplined with this business model, we are at $2,100 in monthly recurring revenue. That is pretty much completely passive. It is anyways if you have the Dialhawk software helping you with call tracking. All right, let's move into month 4. Month 4, we've got 4 websites, each earning $700. That puts us at $2,800 a month in monthly passive recurring revenue. Okay, month 5, we now have 5 websites. They're all making us $700 a month, and that puts us at $3,500 in monthly recurring revenue. Now, this might be the point where you decide, hey, I've got enough income coming in that I'm gonna leave my job now. I always encourage people to get started on this on the side, have this be a side business, and when you feel comfortable, when it gets to a point where you think, hey, this is the time where I have money to cover my bills, I have a little bit extra, I feel good, that might be the time when you decide to leave your job. I'm curious though, what month would you feel comfortable leaving your job? Just leave it in the comments below. But a lot of people, they might feel comfortable at $3,500 a month even, like that might be okay. Okay, so month 6, we now have 6 profit producing websites generating us $700 a month. We are at $4,200 in monthly recurring revenue. It's really starting to climb up there. But month 7, we are now at almost $5,000 in monthly recurring revenue. 4,900 to be exact. That is, I notice a lot of people, they feel really comfortable with that target. And I think taking a disciplined approach, you know, in 7 months to get to that point where you've got this monthly recurring revenue coming in, that is not bad. And of course, a lot of people, they might get there faster because they might decide they could build 2 websites on a month. Well, then you're going to get to this point twice as fast. But again, just saying, as a strictly disciplined approach, if you could take a methodical, disciplined approach, this would be a good goal. All right, so month 8, we have 8 websites now making $700 a month in passive income. We are at $5,600 in monthly recurring revenue. Moving on to month 9, we are at $6,300 in monthly recurring revenue. Pretty awesome. Month 10, that's easy, right? 700 times 10, $7,000 in monthly recurring revenue. Month 11, we now have 11 websites passively generating leads. Dialhawk is sending them out to our clients or whatever you're using, but I'm using Dialhawk. Okay, we're at 7,700. And finally, after 1 whole year of staying disciplined, building out 1 site a month, month 12, we are at $8,400 a month in monthly recurring revenue. And if you want to go and do the math on that, that means that the entire next year to come, you'd be making $8,400 if you just stopped building websites altogether. You would be at a 6-figure income, okay? Mostly passive, because now you've set up all of this stuff in the works to generate income for you. Now, it wasn't passive the first year entirely because you spent each month building out a new website. But if you were to just stop there now, you've spent all of that time, you spent the entire year building up this portfolio of digital real estate websites that are going to continue to produce income for you on autopilot. Now, I think that that is pretty awesome. That is a pretty attractive business model. And it's the exact reason why I got into this exact business model. And this is exactly what we do. So if you saw my other videos, if you didn't, I'll leave a link below to go check them out. It is a playlist. It's a free training playlist of exactly how I took this website from start to finish. A brand new domain, you know, you can use a free website theme like I did in the tutorial. It doesn't matter if you have experience doing this stuff, because I'm taking the approach that you have no experience. This is something you can learn as you go. Will it require work? Absolutely. As I'm pointing out, you know, if you want to get to this level, then you should try and build out one of these every single month. But I didn't spend much time on this website. I spent about, I don't know, I would say I stuck about 4 hours into it. It took about 30 days for Google to position me up high in the search results, and boom. Now I've got about $700 in call volume coming in that I can turn around and I can sell to a roofing company in the area. It's really that straightforward. And that is why I love this business model. I want to talk to you guys about some of the overhead of this business model. Like, what would be the overhead of having 12 sites over the span of 12 months? So the biggest overhead that we have is domain names. Domain names, they run you $10 a year, and then hosting. Hosting runs you about $7 per month. You can get it cheaper if you're willing to pay like the year up front. If you're willing to pay the year up front for hosting, you can get it for like $3 a month or $4 a month. But I mean, it's fairly cheap. So every month we're gonna expect to buy a new domain name if we're building a new website every month. So that's about $10. And then the hosting plan, we actually don't need separate hosting accounts for each one. We can use the same hosting account. So $7 a month will cover all of our websites. I honestly don't know of like another business model out there that has such little overhead. And then of course you need call tracking. If you're using something intuitive like Dialhawk, which I'll leave a link below if you want to check that out. If you're using something like Dialhawk, you can get tracking phone numbers for $1 per month, which will track all of your calls that come in. And then every single month it just rebills at $1. And then when calls come in, it costs you less than a penny per minute. So if the roofing contractor stays on the phone for like 60 seconds with the client, you're charged just that $1 per month, and then a penny for the minute that they stayed on the phone. So if you have 10 calls come in that month, and that's, 10 cents in call volume. So it's very, very minimal. But anyways, I thought this would be a very cool video to show you the effects of like compounding when it comes to lead generation and what you could be looking at. If you took a disciplined approach, you put in the work, you took action, this could be a route. And even if you do a little less than $700 a month, you're still going to be looking at a pretty decent income, I think. Anyways, at least that's what I would be looking at if I modeled exactly what I did in the free lead gen series that I'll link to below. If I just modeled that entirely throughout the entire year and just did one a month, that's what I'd be looking at. So anyways, guys, Paul James here. I will sign off now. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash a like on it. And if you're not subscribed yet, do me a favor and subscribe. Take the bell notification icon so I can update you the next time I post a video. And comment below, at what month would you feel comfortable leaving your full-time job behind and pursuing this full-time? I'm curious to know. All right, guys, we'll see you in another video. I am Paul James, signing off. Peace out.